2, 1. Welcome to the 225 podcast with your hosts, Noah Ray, Andrew Cargill, and me, Matthew Abazadi.
Dogs are always out. Protein shakes always going.
One person complained about my dogs. Now it's my job every single episode to at least give you a glance.
That's fair. What you drinking on?
What's
your morning shake?
Oh, my morning shake right now?
Let the people know.
Let me tell you. 10 ounces whole milk.
Yep.
100 grams of oats. Probably like 50 grams of peanut butter. I just got a big old scoop and put that in there. A whole banana. It was a big banana too. And the Seabum mint chocolate chip shake. This is good.
Yeah.
Start my morning off right.
I feel like every gym bro has to have their signature protein shake at one point.
Yeah.
I remember I have two. I have a bulking one, which is like
my bulking shakes were disgusting.
I did a full cup of oats. A cup of Fairlife whole milk.
Okay.
I would do 2 scoops of Optimum Nutrition protein powder, 2 to 4 Oreos.
Okay.
And I think that was it. And then I would put creatine in it. My cutting shake is a banana, the skim, like 80 calorie Fairlife, and then 2 scoops. So it goes from 400 to like 1600 calories.
Yeah.
You dropped something.
Oh, is that a Fairlife protein?
Yeah. I've been drinking these.
I've been drinking those too.
The ones you can buy at Costco. I had been not struggling, but I wanted to be getting just a little bit more protein in as I'm getting closer to my competition. So I went and bought those just as like a little thing I could have in the morning.
Just a little treaty treat.
Yeah, and I mean they're super easy to take down. If I need, like, obviously, like, whole foods are better. Like, you want to be eating your beef, your chicken, all that type of stuff. But if you can't, a protein shake's fine. You know? So that's like, it's a supplementation thing for me. So I'm like, if I'm not eating, 250, 300 grams of protein, I can slam one of those at night if I need a little bit more.
It's also like buying 300 grams of protein at Whole Foods is really expensive.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. And we're running out of turkey burgers. For y'all, those of y'all that keep up with us.
Is that sale still going?
I'm going to Costco. I think I'm going to go to Costco today.
I'm going to go after I get. I'm going home. I'm probably going to go on like Tuesday. But yeah, so like, first off, just buying the amount of food, really expensive. So I still buy my grass-fed organic ground beef. We have those turkey burgers, stuff like that. So obviously that's better, but if you can supplement with a shake every morning, I think that's really good. Especially with the oats, the banana, peanut butter, and honey, that type of stuff. But yeah, in my bulking shake, before I really understood what was like, not that I didn't understand it, but I was just like trying to get
calories.
I was eating like 5,000 calories of chicken and rice, like strictly.
I thought you meant one shake.
No. And I mean, I would literally be sitting there like almost like vomiting like trying to eat this food. But in the morning, I would have like, I don't even know how much it was. I would dump like damn near half of the bottle of Fairlife in there. I'd have like 2.5 scoops of whey. I'd have, like you said, like a cup of oats. And then I'd put like shots of olive oil in it.
Yeah.
And I would do like 2 or 3 shots of olive oil. And then I'd do like peanut butter, honey. Yeah, and I mean, it would occasionally like a tub of Fairlife or the ice cream thing in there.
I've done ice cream.
And so it would be like a 2,000 calorie shake. Like when I wasn't eating like super food.
Nutella is a shake classic.
Oh, but Nutella is so bad for you. If there's one thing that I could tell people, like, without a doubt, there's no way I could possibly be sued for this nutritional advice, is do not eat Nutella. Nutella is so terrible for you. It is literally just oil and sugar with like a few hazelnuts mixed in. And I mean, it's just like, no, it's so terrible. Do not eat Nutella. It's so bad.
How about natural hazelnut spread? Because they have that, and I love it.
I'm sure I don't know. Yeah, if it's hazelnuts,
it just had hazelnut spread, and it looked chunky.
If it's,
I was like, it's gotta be healthy.
If it's seed oils, you're not fine.
But yeah, I don't want to get on this little rant, but
gosh, I don't know if it's because you're ranting, but my head is just killing me.
Gosh. We have a new energy drink review on the pod. We haven't had one of these in a while. Because we've been doing late night episodes because we've been so busy, but this is being filmed Saturday morning.
And coming out
Saturday morning.
We should have just live streamed this.
I was thinking.
Oh, that would have been fun. Oh, that would have been. We could set that up real quick.
No, we're already. Oh, do you want to do that?
My phone will die. But if you have your tripod real quick,
Yeah.
I don't know mine.
just set it up on the TV.
This is live.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so funny. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. So we're taking a break from the pod for a second. We'll still leave this in, but that's a great idea. I'll explain what we have if you can try and not be super loud with it. So today we have the Ryse Strawberry Squeeze. I don't know when this was released. I don't even remember seeing.
I think it's
It just came out.
Okay, I don't remember seeing this being super public. So I don't know how this is gonna be. We get a lot of hate for this, but I don't really like Ryse energy drinks. I'm a big fan of the pre-workouts, but their energy drinks are all right. I like the ring pop one. That one's pretty good.
I'm bummed we won't be able to see the viewers.
No,
Like,
turn it
Flip it
around.
around.
Do the front-facing camera so we can see.
I don't Instagram live.
You can also turn your phone sideways.
Yeah,
Just
turn your
make-
phone sideways.
Yeah, just make phone. Okay, now you gotta angle it down. Okay.
No, angle it down. No, don't do that. That's
This
like
is
an
so
upward
hard, so much.
Someone else want to do this?
Oh, there.
There we go. Did anyone join?
No.
Whoa, it just started.
It
Doesn't
doesn't.
your thing a screw cap? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, alright. So,
There we
I
go.
guess those are my toes right there.
Okay.
Alright.
Woo!
Alright, there we go.
Nice.
I'm
I
having to
wonder if
count
anyone's
myself.
going to join.
Hey, who
Oh,
knows?
and your time limit's up. Oh, God.
This guy.
I do ignore for the whole day, please.
One more minute.
I cannot wait to try this. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, I don't know what your can is. I noticed my sticker's lower.
Yep.
I know that's
Mine
different
is too.
Okay.
how big you are on
I don't like it. Look.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold up. I want to say a few things about Ryse Fuel. I do not think the base of their energy drink is good. I don't think the carbonation is a strong start.
I love the
Okay.
card.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 225 podcast.
No free advertisement.
Wow, it's that bad.
That you should not be able to do that. That's
Okay.
okay.
That smells
Ooh,
like
I'm thinking
strawberry
this is gonna taste like our pre. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Oh.
Okay. So
It's too synthetic strawberry.
you know what it tastes
It's not
like?
that smooth.
A
It's like-
Smoothie King fruit flavored thing. Like that fake.
No, I don't like that.
Smoothie King uses fruit.
Do they?
Yeah.
You and Graham go
Yeah.
there every other day.
I do
Like
not
with,
go there.
weight
Whoa. That is Graham.
Graham,
You cannot put that on me.
No, that is Graham. That's
I
all
am
Graham.
not going to Smoothie King to flirt with high school girls. That is not me.
She's only 17. I don't like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't get this
I
again.
don't like this.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the carbonation.
I'm not gonna finish mine because I want my pre later.
I'm doing
both.
pre after this too. Cheers.
Real men.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're on the floor dying of a heart attack, I will not.
I don't know if anyone
450? You think that's gonna kill me?
has before. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm.
You know, I'm sorry. Ryse Fuel has not made a good energy.
This was the worst one.
I
I'm taking a Baja Burst over this
I don't
one.
mind the bomb.
Baja Burst is not good.
I don't mind it.
It's alright. The Baja Burst is not my favorite.
It's better than this.
Yeah.
It's like if I can easily take down the Baja, I can't take
too.
it. Like I can't drink this fast. I have to sit on this.
Although I will say the last Baja I bought, I
Can you
didn't
not play with that?
finish it. I threw it away.
They're just.
We literally, Matthew, I think it was yesterday or 2 days
It
ago.
was yesterday. I was cleaning the house and there was an energy drink there, and I picked it up and it was full.
It was the A-Shock.
Well,
I don't like one.
Yeah, well, don't
Get a
just
good
leave them on the
energy drink.
floor.
I'm buying the next energy drink and it's going to be a banger.
Yeah, I'm too deep, so.
I mean, I've been too deep before. Two's a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways.
I don't know if anyone's. I don't think anyone's watching our live stream.
Should I check it out on the phone?
Hold up. Let's hold up.
I mean, either way, who cares?
Hold
I
up.
want to fix this angle.
Oh,
Yeah, the angle's pretty terrible.
It's me.
The Berserker joined.
Yo, can I join? Can I request to join the...
Wow, we are filming this right now. We are live.
We are live. Okay, yeah. I mean, I just don't think Ryse Fuel has made a good energy drink.
I'm not really happy. Like,
Also, I don't think anyone we know is awake at 9 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. They're getting ready for the gym.
Yeah. It's okay.
What's your ranking?
We tried. This is a...
Okay, everyone repost it.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, well.
This is a 5.5 for me.
That's high.
I know.
was expecting you to go that high.
I would drink this again if I had to. I'm not buying it. I will never buy this.
Okay.
But if this is what's there, I'm drinking this. If I'm at a meet and they have this, I'm not pissed off. I'm not, oh wow, they have ghosts and they actually know what they're doing, but I'm not like angry.
I'll be honest, I'm
gonna give it a 0.8 because I drank 2 sips and will not be drinking.
You need to have another sip.
No, I had 2 sips and the second sip was worse.
We'll have a third one, maybe it'll be even worse.
Great, my score went down. 0.6. 0.6. I literally would rather spit that out.
I mean, that's how I feel about
I'm upset that I drank it and I swallowed
I'm
them.
gonna give it like
That's what she said.
a 1.7.
That's insane. That's literally insane.
Giving it like a 1.7. I'm gonna finish it because I'm a man, but
Okay, I don't force myself to do things. I'm a real man.
force yourself to eat, force yourself to work out.
No, I
Stuff
enjoy
like
it.
that.
I do things I enjoy.
We enjoy drinking this. I enjoy it.
Have fun. Low score.
Ooh, someone else joined. Yay!
That's wild.
Okay, so we haven't talked about training in a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm 2 weeks out.
Yeah, Noah's 2 weeks out. I am 22 weeks. Becky was texting me and she's like, we're just like going over a program and we're scheming. Can someone have the live open to see if there's like
Becky,
comments?
she just commented, "Tell Drew I don't want to see feet anymore, or see any more feet."
Are we allowed to live react to the thing?
To what?
I guess we make our own rules.
Yeah, we're supposed. Yeah, if
Yeah,
people
we're supposed
comment,
to, like,
we should say something.
Am I supposed to like walk up there?
Well, no, someone should just have it pulled up.
Okay.
But anyway, so to talk about training, this is gonna be such an interesting episode now.
Yeah.
You're 2 weeks out.
Mhm.
I guess I'll talk about training because you two are busy.
Well, it's like way delayed,
I'm like right.
Oh, is it really?
but it's fine. There's 3 people watching.
For me,
I think you're.
one thing, I mean, I'm on a deload this week. I think I said that on our last episode. But yeah, so things have been light. But I mean, we had a really good like totaling, little like RPE8 total at like 1268. So that was really solid. Just some like lifts. But yeah, I'm just kind of going back to building, which is tough, especially when you're going from a block of like triples and singles when it's like really fun. And then you got tempo, SSB, and then you're like, this is not as fun. But it is what it is, so I'm just kind of going with it, going through the process, enjoying for what I can. But who else is training? Let me see.
It's just me, Becky, and Drew.
Logan was in there.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right.
Also, it was so funny. So, I got I was talking to Becky like 2 days ago about not training on Saturday, and I was kind of being a little pansy about it. I was like, oh, like I don't really want to train on Saturday.
Childish.
And then I was gonna text her yesterday, being like, oh, it's fine. I actually don't have to train. Like I'll just go home, like for Father's Day or whatever. And then she drops a bomb of an SPD day on me, and I was like, no. I'm just kidding. I'm excited.
Yeah, you really got hit with it. She's watching right now.
I know.
I'm
I'm kind
about
of
to get a
talking
text
to
message.
her right now.
I'm about to get a text.
But she dropped a bomb on me. But it was funny. I enjoyed it. Or I'm going to enjoy it. We'll go in just a bit. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning right now, if y'all are watching from the camera.
So we're the live.
We're going to go at around 11. We'll have a bunch of people in. But yeah, I'm 2 weeks out. I'm super excited, feeling really good. My bench is like clicking really good right now. I changed a few things around with my
Really
feet.
well.
Yeah, so I changed a few things around with my feet and how I'm using my leg drive. And I mean, it's like.
Do you want to show us your feet?
No, I'll have to pass on
That's
that. But yeah, I'm super excited with how bench is feeling. I hit a bench PR 424, and it moved super good. And I'm another bone to pick with Becky is I was with Drew and I wanted to like, I kind of wanted to like do not a YOLO bench, but like
You wanted
if 424 moved well, which it did, I was like, I'm going to 440. and it moved well. And I was
7.5 key.
I was like, oh my gosh, Drew, I'm loading it. I was like, I'm doing it, like whatever. And then I get the text from Becky.
As soon as you said 440, she said, "OMG, no."
And I was gonna go 440, and I literally was taking off the greens to put on the yellow. And then she said, "Good job, don't go up." And I was like, "No!" Like I was like yelling and married a marble. I was like,
really upset.
I was super upset about it. But she said leave it on the platform, and next week will be my last like heavy week, so we'll see what happens. But the 424, I feel like it was a relatively pause-ish bench. I didn't have people giving me commands, but I held it down there for what I would say was it was not touch and go.
I'll allow it.
So I was super excited about that. But yeah, I really wanted the yellow, and who knows if it would have been there, but I wanted to put it on.
That's what this
try
one's
it.
for.
Yeah, and try it. But today I have like an SBD day with like what's supposed to be like somewhat a range of like last warm up to like opener level stuff. And I have a 400 plus bench today, so I'm looking forward to that because that means that's an ish of like around where my opener may be.
I'm just interested in his draw.
But yeah, so I'm super excited. If I could open at 402 on bench, that'd be wild. We'll have to see. I have a few singles today with I'm gonna have to have comp standards or whatever. And then I have a 617 deadlift. It's like, wow, let's run it.
Today?
I'm excited. Yeah.
You're gonna have a
Last warm up, I'm just going to go hit 300 for opener. I'm either going to bomb out or I'm going to hit it.
Might as well. Might as well.
No, but I'm excited for how I've been doing. I hit a deadlift PR too. I guess I haven't brought that up. 628. And it's all like it moves super well. I went up and it ripped out of my hands. I'm not going to say the number because I'm going to hit more than that in competition.
You literally just said the number.
No, of what I ripped out of my hands.
It was 629.
But it ripped out of my hands twice, and so it moves really good off the floor. It feels really good in my hand until I get to about mid quad, right at the lockout, and then it starts to slip and rip out of my hands. So I'm having grip issues, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but we're going to work through it. Strength is feeling at an all-time high. I have super light squat day today, which is exciting. Not exciting, but I'm glad I don't have to like super push on squats today. I'm just going to kind of go in there and be pretty casual with it. So yeah, training's going really good. I'm
Really
loving what's happening. I'm glad I get to train today.
Grammar is off.
Huh?
Training is going really well. I would say it's really good.
What are you talking about? Training is going really good.
Same proper grammar. Anyway, continue.
I don't give up line. What? I don't care. It's going really good. What's your boss?
Oh.
Anyone watching?
What'd you get in English?
I don't have to take English.
You never took English?
Yeah, I took 1101 and 1102 like when I was in high school. So I rolled it. Yeah. I grew up in Bremen, Georgia. You really think we care about the English language?
We care about
I speak American.
That's so true. What do you guys say? Oh, let me get some oil in my car.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Oh, you do not say oh. Ooh, he says it like one of the people who say it like that.
What do you mean by one of the people?
Yeah, what the hell are you talking
You
about?
say it like someone with a southern accent. Oh,
Bull, okay, I was
You're a
raised in
Yankee.
the
I don't
South.
like hearing from you.
Yankee.
Yeah,
I was
you're a
raised-
Yankee.
I'm literally Argentinian. How do I
No, that's not what that means. Were you born in Argentina?
No, but I'm
Then
not
show
from
that.
the,
That's
I
not
was born in
your
the South.
ethnicity is.
I was born in the
No,
South.
you're a Yankee. You
So-
said it yourself one day. You said it. We were here and you're like, yeah. Like
All I said is I
Yankees
don't
is
say
so
y'all.
No,
And you guys
no,
are
you
terrible.
said you're a Yankee.
I never said I'm a Yankee.
Yeah, you did.
Hey,
That's
James
embarrassing.
is in here.
Yankee Doodle Dandy. Drew, how's your training?
What did I do? I did 407 for 5 yesterday on squat.
Bro's been doing some cardio.
2 pounds more than me. That's crazy. I'm joking.
What's your squat? Why are you smashing just on
joking.
everybody's just crap?
It's because I'm insecure, guys.
Yeah, well, stay there. Just be insecure. Yeah, I did 407 for 5.
Super easy.
Yeah, I mean, I was like set 4. I mean, it was working up to it, but I was set 4.
Set 1 was 135.
Set 1 was 376. I don't know why a lightweight is giving me attitude right now.
I'm pretty sure you're a lightweight too, like 93.
Nope, I'm over 200 pounds.
You have to be 100 plus.
Okay, fat ass. I didn't realize.
What's your dots?
Bro,
What's your total? What's your comp total?
Okay, I didn't realize it was like that.
Comp dots?
What's your
comp
comp
total?
total?
Is what matters.
What's your comp total? I don't think you're far
Higher.
from the last time you've done it.
707.5.
Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. So okay.
I didn't have a problem with you, and now I was.
You have to be a heavyweight. 100 plus.
Shut up! You got 5 crumble cookies too every night.
100 plus. Hey,
I like Noah.
Shut up.
No,
man.
did you hear something?
Double whammy. I hate
100 plus.
I hate Yankees.
Let's get some. Hey, Kyle's here. Chase is here. Kyle said I'm horny.
What
Chase said you guys are so
God.
Yeah, get them.
That's hilarious. Oh man, me too. I'm awesome.
Hell yeah. Oh, Graham just joined.
Oh God.
So-
podcast.
This child is here.
Yeah, this is rated R.
No,
not
he
for
pissed
children.
me off. Graham pissed me off. He came at me in my Snapchat and said the SPDs were terrible, like all of this stuff. Yeah, and I was like,
Weird. That's kind of weird.
no,
You're talking to little boys on Snapchat.
no. I think
You
it was
know,
on
Graham
Instagram.
and I were watching
It may have
the new Spider-Man movie.
I love
So
it.
good.
I love it.
Wait, he just like, you know the whole thing that like people aren't real, everyone's in the Matrix, right? And so like we're joking about when he starts like talking into the people next to us, he's like, I offer you the blue pill or the red pill, which are you gonna take? And then he says, it's a mom and a daughter. And he goes, this guy next to me, he's 20. I'm 17. In the middle of a movie theater. I'm like, dude, you cannot be saying this. But the mom was like just as cracked out. She was like on something. It was so fun.
That's
Anyway,
why.
Interesting.
Graham was like, I'm going for it. I'm like, you know, Graham, you go for it.
Megan just joined. We have 6 people.
Oh, that's a record.
Do y'all like the live, like, the live,
This is the first time. Do
Instagram.
you think this is good or not?
yeah, let us know if y'all think this is cool.
I'm gonna help you out there.
I met Graham, I miss GM. What is that?
I don't know, GM.
Graham, grow up. Get bigger, get stronger. Grow a mullet.
You're
grow a
literally a
mustache.
75 kg man.
Yeah, that's worse. That's worse. I mean, there's like lightweight and then there's like feather. Bro's a featherweight.
75. I think
Bro,
75 is
It's
considered.
literally a windy day, Graham's gone.
His hair's gonna he's gonna fly away. But yeah, so let us know how y'all like this. It's rather interesting with 2 cameras. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I like it because I feel like we're kind of distracted.
Yeah.
And it's like we're not actually talking about anything that we need to be talking about. But I'm 2 weeks out, so I'm not doing many like variations of movements. But in the off season, which y'all are both in the off season, I know y'all are doing different variations of
Excuse me.
stuff or like different rep ranges, stuff like that. I feel like at like 5 to 6 weeks out, it kind of changes to singles, doubles,
It tapers.
stuff like that.
Well, you coach people, like, you both coach people. I don't, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Excuse me.
So I was saying I was gatekeeping my job. I
I wouldn't even bring that back up.
I think it's just
I just like not talk about it and just like carry on. That
Don't
never
bring it
happened.
up. Go
No,
on.
so I
I'm
got
up
a
to
job as a personal trainer at a big box gym. And I was like, oh, this is cool, like exciting, whatever. I want to train people. I want to start it. And it was awful. I mean, it's like, I was just like, this sucks. Like, this is maybe, it is used car salesman to the max, backing like 17-year-old kids into corners and trying to get them to buy a program. And like telling like, and I didn't sign anyone or whatever. I just watched it, but I was just like, this is just bad. So I was like, I didn't even finish training and I quit. That's the short. Like, I'm not someone who quits jobs or anything like that.
1 week.
But I was like, no, this is awful. But I got
2 people and said,
I got my CPT for like $200 compared to like $1,000. So that was a win.
Yes, that's fair.
You want to take that as a win?
It's not really.
Yeah, but a reputable. Okay, this is my problem with that. Is
CPTs
there are
don't mean
different.
anything.
No. There also are different variations of CPT.
So you think
Like,
ISSA is trash?
Yes.
It's like the worst one. Like, I'm sorry, but the only reason.
It took me 3 hours to get
The
it.
only reason that Crunch does that is so that you cannot get sued, because there are legal obligations
right.
you have as a personal trainer to like all this stuff.
Or just name drop.
So, like, oh, I don't know. Sorry,
I'm not going there.
but like the only reason that they have you get that is so that they cannot sue you. It is the worst, cheapest personal trainer certification. Its personal trainer certifications are already bad. So
I was taking the test and I took it in 3 hours. I didn't study for it. It's
it's
so
a
easy.
like the fact that it just makes it kind of a joke out of the whole personal trainer.
That was interesting, and I'll talk about this for a second. But like the way people are successful in that business is you are somewhat personable and you program HIIT workouts.
Mhm.
Like no one is genuinely training for strength and doing like for me it's like I would proudly say I have a good idea and understanding of how to train people and get them stronger, and like I know the routes you take to see the most change doing the least amount of work. These people are just like one guy, all he did was 1x20s for like 15 movements. And I was like, how are you like what? And it's just so mind-boggling to me because like someone can get themselves in shape, doesn't really take into factor any genetic components, but like their inability to be any bit smart and get someone else in shape is crazy to me. But that's all.
Yeah.
So on to variations and off-season.
The actual topic of this.
Because y'all are both in your off season. Do you know when you're competing next?
No, not really.
Probably a year.
I mean, probably. I'd like to do something in the fall/winter, but I don't know where or when. Because if it's in Georgia, I'm hosting it, and I don't want to compete in what I'm hosting.
No,
because
that's not worth it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. If there's something out of state nearby, might go there, like Florida. Florida hosts a good bit of them, so I might go there. Florida actually does some really big ones.
Yeah.
So,
Florida's done really. I don't know if they're PA stuff, but their USAPO meets. I mean, Texas Strength
I think
Systems.
they're like split half and half.
TSS is the state chair.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah,
USAPO,
I
so
know
obviously
that.
like the meets they're throwing are pretty sick.
Yeah.
I've
I've
seen
seen
the
a recent
recent
one.
game, see how that's
Yeah.
run.
Yeah,
I'm
excited.
really excited to see
The handful of meets I've seen from them, they've kind of done the exact same setup from the past few meets I've seen. It's like the same venue, the same layout.
But it's like
It looks good. I
nice.
can't be mad. It looks
I
good.
mean, you
so,
could be mad, but
Do you think they'll have Alico stuff at USA Fit Games?
no, they have
What do you think
TSS.
they'll have? Oh, what is
only
okay.
PA does Alico. No.
Well, if you have league, you can do league.
No, like they're sponsored
Yeah.
by Alico, they bring it in.
Okay, so training off season,
Very
but
nice.
also like not
Your
even.
dad's watching.
Whoa,
And
not even.
Sir, yes, sir!
you're supposed to be in the gym.
Oh.
Not even off season, but like there is the squat bench and deadlift, but there's also secondary movements.
Mhm.
Before I go, I want.
What's your favorite?
Favorite second.
So Becky, of each of SVD, Becky actually texted me yesterday, and I was like, Kristen, she's like, what are some things you want to see? And I was like, yes.
I want to see a 500 dots.
So that's true, Becky. I want to see 500 dots.
Let's get to 4.
So
Damn. That's tough.
Sorry. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Carry on.
I'm like 3 away.
3's a big number.
It is a big
Don't
number.
get you this number. Somebody would say too much.
But
Too big. of a number.
I think so. So my favorites, it's a big, huge word favorite. Deadlift is deadlift pauses. Just
Yeah,
simple,
really.
straight up.
I love pauses.
Well, and I think there's positive association with that. The first time I pulled over 4, I was doing pauses, and then I just went up to 4. You were there. It was at the Owl's Nest. I hit 385 for a pause, and I was like, I'm going up. It's there. But I also just think the way pauses reinforce your chest position and positioning overall, I just like, they help me so much, and I feel so much more like, I think with a lot of movements, yeah, you want it to be one fluid motion, but there's kind of like sub movements in each one.
Becky said I'm not a miracle worker. funny. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I think I'm gonna. My coach.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
My coach does not believe in me.
That's so funny.
Oh,
Okay. That's hilarious.
awesome.
Okay, what were we talking about? What's your favorite, your deadlift variation?
I
continue.
don't really want to talk anymore. I don't really want to be on the podcast. Just bring Corinne in.
No, we're actually going to tag in Becky now.
Uh,
Things can be
That hurt, Becky. I'll be honest. That really hurt.
That's so funny.
Oh man,
Oh,
we're
God.
gonna be talking after this.
I'll just be crying.
That was good, Becky. That was good.
Yeah, so I like deadlift pauses a lot. I think they're really helpful, and I just feel really good doing them. Good reinforcing positioning. For squats, I like SSB squats.
God, why are we the same person?
I just think that they have your chest positioning a lot of carryover.
Can you speak up? I don't think they can hear you.
It's okay. They don't need to hear me. So I really love SSB squats. I think they also help with confidence, just because it's like a different kind of way of squatting rather than just having a normal barbell on your back. So I'll do something SSB and I'm like, oh, that's a lot more weight than I thought. I also never really know how much the bar weighs, so I end up doing 10 to 15 keys more than I think I'm doing.
Keys?
Pounds.
Pounds.
No, the SSB bar at Marriott is
It's
10 keys heavier, 66.
Well, 15 was a stretch.
So 10 keys, but it depends. And then for bench, Larson press is my favorite variation. I think it really just makes me force my touch point and be consistent with that. So yeah, that's about all I got.
Fair. So I do
not like tempo SSB squats, Becky.
pauses. I love pause deadlifts. That's one of my favorite things to do because that was when I was in my off season, whatever. I worked a lot of tempo deadlifts, which I absolutely hated, and then pause deadlifts were my time to lift a little heavier, have a little bit more fun. So I like pauses, and like you said, I think it reinforces that chest positioning while also keeping your glutes and hamstrings tight, which is nice. So that's probably my favorite. And then for the people that I coach, which is 2 people, but Anna and Corinne both, I have them do SSB squats, and I think that they've seen the most benefit from those. So especially for a newer lifter and a low bar squatter, a lot of the times that they want to sink their chest in, and for some people that's not ideal. So for Anna, her squat, she was her back was pretty much looked like that. Just her chest was super sunken in. And she was like, I don't think I can hit depth if I don't do that, all this stuff. And then we started doing SSB and her chest positioning got better and all this stuff. And now she's really progressing in that. And Corinne, I think, is kind of the same way. But like you said, it's just a different squat variation that I think it's good to do that. But for me, the one that helped me the most, I'd say, was tempo pauses. I loved tempo squats. I think that was
That's crazy.
unbelievably good for my squat. So Becky had me doing sets of 4, I think, 3 seconds down, 2 second pauses, 3 seconds up. And I think that when I learned to control my squat more, that's when my squats skyrocketed. When I learned to truly allow myself to move every pound of that bar is not moving me. So in those,
Someone write that down.
yeah, write that down. So with the tempo, obviously, it's not a lot of people are just sinking into the hole and using that momentum to bounce back. You are having to control the weight all the way down, keep tight, pause at the bottom, and then not bounce back down, but you're going to be slowly just pausing and then coming back up. I think Megan said SSB squats boost your shoulders. Get stronger shoulders then.
I think another thing about tempo
There's literally foam pads there.
Well, the Marriott barbell one has seen better days, but I think one thing about tempo as well, and this is a Mark Bell quote, but if you can't be thinking about what you're doing the entire lift, the weight's too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think during a max, that's an exception, but I think during training and off-season especially, even in prep, you should be mindful of every point of that lift. And especially with squats, I feel Squats just like, you got a long time, you know? Like, you're sinking down and you're going back up. The weight's on your back the whole time. Like, squats just take forever.
Squats are tough.
You know, bench is a little bit different because you're also like, oh, I've got all this weight above my chest. I better not die. You're not really thinking about the movement as much, but raw, that is. But on squats, I'm like, I have got all day. And especially when it's sets of 5, sets of 8, I'm like, I could think about a whole, like, I don't know, short story, short book. But I think what tempos really drive and instill, can I read it?
I'll read it.
What tempos really drive and instill is that mindfulness of the
I agree.
Squat.
So what your dad said is banded squats he really likes. I used to love reverse bands or heavy walkouts to get used to the weight. I've never done like a heavy walkout, but Becky did have me do a heavy hold on bench. And so I hit 418 and my CNS kind of wigged out a little bit. I got a little like shaky, kind of freaked out. And then I did 424 with Drew and it was like no problem. So I think my body got a little more acclimated to the heavier weight and got a little more just like used to it. So that helped me out a lot, I think. Because like I said, after the 424, I was like, I'm going up.
Yeah.
Like I'm not stopping here. I'm like continuing to go. So that was really nice. I liked that. And then, but for bench, this may be crazy, but so for a lot of people, they lose it right off the chest. A lot of people, a lot of the times, if you can get it off your chest, a lot of people can grind it out the whole way up. But off the chest work is, I think, really important. So Becky had me doing something that I've never done before, which is 1.5 bench. So you obviously unrack, you go down, go up about half the rep, back down, and then back up.
It's up to where your sticking point.
Yeah. So it was, and I did that, and I tell you what, my, I think speed off of my chest and the power that I have off of my chest is so much more than it was, 4 or 5 months ago. And I think that y'all know I can grind out a bench press. Like I have shown that multiple times that on bench press, I will rather die than not fully push that.
I'd rather die.
Yeah, but at States was a prime example. I grinded that out unbelievably, and I've done that with a few other reps before. So I think with having my pressure off of the chest, my power off the chest being a lot higher than it has been, I think I'm excited to see how that carries over into the heavy benches where even if it is a little slow off my chest, I think once I get it past that sticking point, I think I should be able to successfully complete a pretty high bench press, which I'm excited for. So yeah, I don't think a lot of people are doing that. And I think doing double the work off the chest is super important because, I think that's helped me a lot. Larson, also a great one. But I liked 1.5 bench a lot. And that was something that when Becky programmed me that, I was like, this is kind of silly. I was like, why? I didn't really see the point in it. But once I worked up and got heavier and, the RP started getting a little bit higher and I really had to work on pushing, I loved it. So that's something that I've learned through her. And I have Anna doing them and she loves them and her bench presses went up 20 pounds in 2 months right off the chest because her problem was right off the chest. So yeah, those are probably my favorite. Pause deadlifts, probably tempo pause squats, and 1.5 bench, probably my favorite. Drew's favorite is I like sets of 5.
Sets of 5.
Drew doesn't know what
Sets of 5.
My variations are squat bench deadlift.
I don't do variations like them because they'll have their whole workout be that variation. Anything that my coach does, it's all right, we're gonna go through a whole squat workout, then do the variations, which I like infinitely more. I think it makes more sense to me. But it's
So we are wrong, actually.
No, I just don't care for it. Don't care for it. My favorite squat variant is pause squats.
I knew it.
But my least favorite is banded pause squats. I don't know if y'all have ever done getting a small band around the knees for squats.
Do you remember when you met me?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you then. when you met me, all I did was squat with a band in between my knees. The first 3 months of me squatting was with a band in my knees.
Okay. Well, I hate those.
You used to judge me all the time for it, and now you don't remember.
Okay. Well, it was like 2 years ago. So
Last year.
all right. He's upset. Becky said it's not possible for him. So, anyways, banded squat or not banded squats, not pause squats. Absolutely love them. Bench press, hot take because I know a bunch of people crap on it.
I know what you're gonna say.
What is it?
Board press.
Yep.
Do it.
Board press is by far one of, in my opinion, the most advantageous things ever to having weight on you. Everybody can say, nope, it doesn't make sense. There's better variations. Cool. I don't believe you. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great.
I think with board
Go
press,
ahead.
you need integrity. So what I mean by that, and it's the same thing with using anything, any type of overload tool, a slingshot, a ram. It's very easy to allow the slingshot to use the boards to do the work. Having a sloppy touch, get out of your groove because the slingshot can take over, the board can take over because it's 2 inches, 3 inches.
Which is, yeah, if you don't have like any
what I'm
weight
saying-
on there, yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, I think a reason it can be a sham is if you aren't using the lift and you aren't doing the lift to a comp standard just with a board, go sloppy, you rush it, you're going to lose your value. But if you keep the lift, like I said, with integrity, I think then there's a lot of value in that.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, it's because when we do it, it's a overload, obviously. We're doing more weight than what we did off the chest. You have to maintain the same form because, one, we're going to be working up to a pretty high number. I think like the most I've board pressed is like 440. And I've had to force myself to stay there. Like, all right, my form still has to be perfect in order for me to do it. Even if it's half the range, one, my CNS is adapting to 440. 2, I'm still having to force myself, even with this weight, not to wig out and try and do like this. Because if I do this on like board press and just come down to the high point, it's just it's going to push forward and get out range. But it's integrity wise. But I mean, if you're just doing the same weight you're doing off your chest, then yeah.
No, I'm saying integrity with form. I don't think.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Board press with the same weight just seems kind of redundant.
Yeah, it's stupid to do that. But I love it. A lot of people think it's stupid and not.
Your dad said, best accessory for raw lifters, squat suit and a bench shirt.
I disagree. But, yeah. Bench press, I think it's way overhated and underappreciated for what it does. I hate all deadlift variants. I hate them. I don't think there's one, like y'all like pause deads. I know we have different like pause styles. I go right below the knee, up and down, and I absolutely hate those more. They're fantastic for you, and if we're going by that sense, then yes, I think they're the best to me. But I hate deficits and I hate pause deads, and that's normally all.
Deficits.
I hate deficits.
You have there's a reason to hate deficits.
I'm already in a deficit.
That's true. I think I actually like deficits. They're in no way my favorite, but the reason I like them is because and don't give them to me, Becky, but when I train them for a while and then I get off of deficits, I feel like I've been like, you've seen Naruto, right?
Yeah.
You know when Rock Lee takes off his ankle weights?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Exams.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I'm like deficit for a while, then off deficit.
I do like that.
That's such a good feeling. For those who are not cultured and don't watch anime, so Noah, basically this guy, he wears like
He's got a bowl cut. He's
15 ton. Like, it's just, obviously it's anime, so it's something ridiculous, but he wears these like...
So it's not real. It's fake. And
literally, shut up. You are a fun sponge. You're being Jessica right now.
Okay.
Literally like 15 ton ankle weights in this exam, and then his like teacher tells him to take them off, and he's like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Take them off, Rock." And the guy's like, pew, 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 super fast, so he's like
when
free.
he drops them, it's like a huge explosion.
Yeah, they're like, everyone's like, he's taking off his ankle weights. What the heck? He drops them, and like half the exam arena falls apart because they're so heavy.
Yeah.
That's how I feel getting like freed from a secondary movement.
I do like that from deficits. James will have my Saturday.
Whoa. Sorry, I just had a thought, but continue.
Like he'll start my we haven't done them in a little while, but it's a start my deadlifts off on Saturday with deficits, and then as the back down, I mean we ramp it back up, but do it off the floor, and it feels so much better every time.
Low key, amazing sumo movement, pulling conventional. That is a great secondary movement.
He did conventional once in the past 3 years, and I'm just like,
You cannot lie, conventional is a good
I love
secondary
conventional.
movement. That's what I'm saying. I was just saying, it's something that we haven't talked about. It's on my mind because I'm doing it today, but conventional or the opposite lift, I think is a really good carryover. I don't know how much sumo carries over for conventional lifters, but I do know I think
Because it's a lot more. No, it's a lot more technical. A conventional lifter having to learn sumo for it to be effective, I don't think it's worth it.
I've seen a lot of people do both, and I think there's benefit to it.
I mean, yeah, there's benefit, but I think there's better ways to do stuff.
I think I
Like having to learn sumo, like it's taken me. I'm still not good at it, but just for my butt to not shoot, it's taken me almost a year to do that.
Oh, sumo takes years to learn.
Yeah, like so for a person that's like a.
But you're not. I'm not saying like it needs to be a comp standard, perfect leverage, maxed out sumo. But I think what I do hate to see is people who pull conventional pull sumo, but they're just pulling wide stance conventional.
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
need
Like a
to
lot of
open
people
up
just
your
do
hips.
that.
But I think that's a good opening up your hips and learning sumo positioning is also a great mobility thing. Like especially when you were starting and you were like kind of asking me for sumo spots and like cues, and I'd be like, just open up your hips, like. And it was a really good reminder for me as someone who enjoys giving people form advice. Is like not everyone has mobile hips. What does
Becky
that mean?
agrees
With
that
me?
with your dad giving a squat suit.
Womp womp. We're raw lifters here. Get out of here. Get out.
I'm just kidding. We love both of you.
Do we? I'm joking.
I do.
They're
They're like another set of parents.
I know. They are the powerlifting parents.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
James is powerlifting grandpa.
Yeah. He's the
That's a
great
good way to
dad.
put it.
Ooh, Austin's the fun uncle.
That's valid. Yeah, that's
that's
valid.
That's fair.
The powerlifting
I've only met
family's
Austin
great.
like twice, and I've liked him.
He's the type of guy to be like, oh,
He always every single time I post something on my like no Ray like main account, he's like, you could do 200 more pounds quick.
Just put it on.
funny.
Oh.
He's like, let me put you in that shirt.
Put some knee wraps on you today, bro. I got you.
But yeah,
what do I say now?
when you have a higher dots than me, then I'll get out.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
Becky came over the throat today.
I'm joking. Okay. You know,
Feelings
Becky's
are-
just coming at both of us.
Yeah, I know.
She's tired of our shit.
She's
Take
tired
back
of
years.
We are. I could imagine
We're the
us
most
being
fun.
clients. I would be like, oh dear
Yeah, I know. I feel
God.
like we're
Becky
the
goes
most
through
fun
so
clients.
much because we're pretty much always like texting her.
Yeah, like I
It's
texted
so bad.
back when I was in a relationship. I texted Becky more than
That's crazy.
because I text, and same when I was with Craig, I will text my coaches, like, especially Craig and I, because we were a little bit, like, we were close before he was my coach, like, we would be, like, plotting and scheming, but also then just texting about, like, random fitness stuff, like, all day.
Wow.
When we went to Orlando the first time, Craig came, W. Craig moment, and him and I drove back, and the 8-hour car ride was us literally just talking about, like, fitness and health. It was amazing. I know you had the car with DJ.
Yeah. I didn't know DJ that well, and we had an 8-hour car ride alone. So
That's
yeah,
like one-
I got to learn him.
That would be a great dating show.
Oh, just putting people in a car and
That
let
would
them
be
drive.
horrible.
That's hilarious.
Well, that's kind of okay.
It is funny.
realistically,
It's too big a show.
That's kind of what happened to me with y'all. Y'all knew each other. I didn't really know y'all, and I moved in. And
Who are you?
Within within like
a
a
month.
week or a
Oh,
month, we were like
Best friends.
fine, like
Yeah.
chilling. And I literally did not really know y'all at all.
Yeah.
And then we moved in, and you put people in a room together, they're gonna get to know each other and like each other. So like,
Yeah.
it's kind of what happened. But that'd be really funny.
That would be a good dating show.
Let's make it.
Like you
Me and
can't
Drew
involve.
first.
You cannonball.
Sounds like our trip to Orlando is going to be fun.
Whoa. You do a cannonball attempt, but like it doesn't have to be like an attempt. Just like go from New York to LA
Oh yeah, and just drive.
with someone else and see if they.
Because also you learn a lot about people with how many times they stop, where they like to stop,
That-
what they do when they stop.
Low key, that's also
You can
valid.
learn a
What
lot
car snacks are they getting?
If you stop at Buc-ee's,
What gas station you stop at,
Mm-hmm.
what you get at the gas station,
Yeah.
how many times you have to stop to pee,
Mm-hmm.
if you're willing to say how many times you actually have to pee, or if you're going to hold it in.
So where do you sit with this? I think it's who I'm with.
When I'm with Edie, we're stopping maybe once, and it's to get gas and a snack, and go to the bathroom, and we're not stopping again.
So like when I was
I hate stopping.
driving home, so do I. So when I go to North Carolina, it's a 3.5 hour trip. I am weak if I'm stopping.
Yeah, why are you stopping for 3.5 hours? Me and Edie take 8-hour road trips, and we stop once to get gas.
The thing you know, in my car in Orlando,
No, see, that would piss me off. Like, stopping all the time, I'm like, dude, we're wasting time. Like, I need to be in the fast lane, cruise set at like 85, going the whole time, and I want to get there as fast as I can. Yep. Man, yep, okay, well.
all night long.
But yeah, I
That's
stopped.
another rule to the day. Show us that song has to be playing the whole time.
Wow. I'd probably jump out the window. But yeah, you can learn. I think you can learn a lot about people taking a car ride with them.
I think there's a lot, like, there's probably like a good 10 activities that one of those 10 is all you need to know if someone's like sus or not.
A good person.
Yeah, like car ride. I think grocery shopping.
That's another
That's-
good one.
Grocery shopping is
That one
insanely
is good.
valid.
I will not stop at a gas station unless it's a quick trip or a racetrack.
Oh, really?
I hate Buc-ee's.
I won't even stop at a racetrack. I prefer quick trip. Buc-ee's is nice because they're open 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Quick trips are not. Like me and Edie came
I
back.
don't think that's true.
Quick trips.
I've
most
no, not
most
since
quick
COVID.
drops are quick drops. Quick drop. Or not open.
No.
What's another one? So grocery shopping, like car trip, gas station. I think what you bring on an airplane. Solid.
I mean, what are you gonna bring on an airplane? That
What you do to
Okay.
get ready for the airport. Like that. 6
how
hours
early
out.
are you?
Ooh.
That's good.
I'm like really early. I'm that.
I'm 4 or 5 hours.
No,
out.
I'm a little bit earlier because I'm gonna get stopped by the bomb squad and get my pre-workout tested like 4 times, and I build in like 30 minutes for that. But aside from that, it only happened once. Aside from that, I'm just like, let's just run it. Especially when I used to travel with my dad because he travels for work, and I was like under 18. I would get all of his like pre-checks and stuff, so him and I would just just as well.
But yeah, I'm driving with people pisses me off. I also like to drive. I like to be in control.
So do I. Do you get car sick?
No, but I get sick at the fact that I don't trust 99.9% of people driving.
How about me?
I'd consider it.
Okay.
I'm not going to say names, but I'll let you guys figure it out. But there's people who offered to drive for our Orlando trip, and that's when I was.
Jessica, Megan.
Where's his name?
I would not drive with Emma.
That's
I
crazy.
would not drive with Corinne respectfully.
There's a reason that I'm driving.
Sophia. Oh, wait. I'm just kidding. I'm completely kidding.
It was the...
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I would drive with all the. I would not. I've heard horrible things about Megan driving, so I would not drive with Megan.
I drove with her from Cabo here, and I was like holding the ocean.
I've heard terrible things about Jessica driving. I have seen AJ drive. Bro drives like a race car.
Yeah.
I
I would let James drive.
Because I trust him with how like
He's
he
competent.
likes his car. Like I trust that.
He's responsible driver. I don't think I've ever. You've driven me once.
I've never been in your car. It's always been a mess.
Yep. Good.
Okay.
Drew's a solid driver. He breaks.
No,
he
no,
breaks a little.
your parking is
Your parking is so
suck.
bad.
No,
No.
it sucks. This morning, stop. I went outside to get my computer out of my car, and this bozo right here parked not even half a damn foot away from my
No,
driver's side door, and he was over the white line by about 6 inches. And he always parks next to me, so I give him more room, and I park closer to him so he can still fit. And guess what? He still fucks it up.
You are the worst parker I have ever met.
You think driving a Suburban for however long you've been driving one, you'd learn how to park it.
Under a year.
You've You can't park.
It's been under a year.
I thought it was a good comment. I thought Drew's dad was being like,
You
"Amen,
can't
brother."
park.
Yeah,
Even when you back up, your left side is always on the line. And you're cattywampus every single time. And I'm going to start taking pictures of it and sending it to your dad and Becky and everyone that you know. Because it pisses me off. Especially because I always park next to
Do
you.
you know the KSU?
And to get into my car without door digging your car, it's like I have to like squeeze in.
You're forcing an obese man to.
Oh my god! What you got? Oh,
At least I can get in my car.
I can change that.
park next to this asshole and you won't be able to.
No, he parks next to me all the time
I've
as
done
well.
it to him multiple
And
times.
it's literally I have to go through the passenger car
It's
to get out of my car. Bro does not know how to park.
It's terrible.
Oh my
I
god.
drive a Suburban.
That's not an excuse. I used to drive a Ford Excursion.
That's not the same size.
The Excursion
An
is the
Excursion?
biggest civilian SUV ever made. It is the longest car.
My 4'11" grandmother drives.
Yeah, it's a diesel. It's a diesel monster. Anyway, if I could park one at 15, 16, you have no excuse to not learn how to drive a Suburban at 20.
I'm getting a truck that's bigger than that car.
You've been driving for like
I've never
5
parked
years.
I've been driving that car for less
You need to go park at the visitor center and walk. That's burned down.
No, that's
Jeez. What did Mr.
No.
Gargle say? Please keep discussing this. I enjoy what I'm hearing. Oh, I like the live.
Yeah, so it pissed me off.
So
And
what
this
else
story-
does Drew do that really pisses me off?
oh, the list.
I think I have a printed version I can compare. I'm joking.
But yeah, so that was my little morning.
So SSBs are valid, yeah. SSB squad, super.
That makes laughing too.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, so SSB squads. Just kidding. But yeah, that was how my morning went.
Good morning.
And I sent the video,
Yeah.
and it was pretty funny.
That was funny. We have a group chat.
Did you get your stuff?
We're about to tell everyone about this secret group chat. It's not
No,
actually
because
secret,
if
no,
it
but-
ever gets leaked, none of us are gonna have a job. We're gonna probably go to jail. We're
No,
probably
so,
gonna be kicked out.
allegedly, we have a group chat.
Oh yeah.
We have an alleged group chat that's just the three of us. Again, this is
Guess
all
what it's
like
called.
hypothetical. If anyone guesses the name, I will give them like $5.
Yeah.
But it's when we just
Hello, Isaac.
send photos and videos of us doing silly things or like Zesty Drew.
I'll be like shirtless, just making dinner.
Drew was like
His little dance.
He was like twerking in the kitchen,
All right,
listening to
that's
Ice
it.
Spice.
He was on all fours, and he crawled his back legs up and was reverse twerking on our laundry.
Dude, that's not funny. That's not funny. 'Cause I've never happened. That's not funny. There are limits.
And he was naked.
See, there are limits, and these are the limits right now.
No,
because
you-
my dad doesn't
And
know what a
Ice
joke
Spice was playing.
My dad doesn't know what a joke is. That's the problem.
I'm not
People
joking.
think you are dead
I'm not
serious
joking.
about that. No. Did you just fart?
Drew, no, I was like laughing.
He's having so much
That's-
fun.
Drew came out here in his underwear and was just started twerking.
No.
And then he sits right there and is like, Matthew,
There are limits.
Noah, come out. And
No.
we're like, okay. And he's just going to town.
Okay,
Well,
well,
that's
actually,
like,
not,
oh, God.
well, that's not true. Drew will. We all lay on the crossball here. Sometimes the way Drew lays on the crossball.
That's so funny. I have so many
I have like
videos.
30 photos of you looking super sus on the crossball.
I don't like this episode. I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
I will. Okay, I'll make Drew feel a little bit better. He has one photo of me. Let me see.
Your dad said he used to do that around the house. He's your problem now.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's so funny. Oh God, that's so funny. Yeah, Drew, you have some explaining to do.
I want to go to the gym. I want to go to a different gym.
Yeah, he also does an inverted barbell. Miss Jean loves it.
That's crazy. Okay, I think
Enough damage.
All right, everyone.
Oh man,
This was awesome. I enjoyed the live stream.
this was fun.
We got a little bit of variation talk in there. Maybe we'll do this like once a week or so. Maybe we won't. But yeah, guys, we really appreciate your support. Everyone watching. Becky, I don't appreciate your hate. I will prove you wrong. You thought I was going to deadlift under 5, and I exploded that. So we're going to get a next 5 dots. Anyway, we appreciate everyone for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. I guess
No, not yet. Thank you, Becky and Drew's dad, for watching. We do appreciate talking to y'all. We appreciate everyone that joined. I know Megan was in here. James, Kyle, Chase, Isaac, a few other people.
That guy named Isaac.
Yeah, he's been
it's almost
following
like you just
me.
said that.
He's been following me on TikTok for like 3 years.
Oh, shout out to Isaac.
So Isaac, we love you if you're still watching. I don't know if you're still watching.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Some people can't.
Anywho, we like the lives. We appreciate it. Sorry this episode was probably really loud, probably all over the place. But we appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. And yeah, hopefully we'll start doing this a little more. If y'all like it, let us know. Yeah, we love y'all.
3,
Thank y'all
2,
for watching.
1.